Hello and welcome everyone. Farmer Donkey here. We are on episode 8 of our one tile challenge today. So we have probably about 2 loads of silage ready and then 2 loads of hay ready as well. Just go ahead and get us going so far this month of May. As far as anything else is, I'm not sure we have anything to mow quite yet, not until next month. I do want to see what we can do to try and get our precision farming up a little bit, because our environmental score, it's not showing that we have nitrogen on our field, but when we look at the fields, it says that we're perfect on nitrogen. So not quite sure what's going on there. I don't know if I need to drive over it again, but I also know that this tractor does not support precision farming, so I'm not sure how we're going to go about that as well. We might just have to deal with it until we get the ability to buy a new tractor that can have that little sensor on it, or at least have the front piece, and we get the front sensor. But we are going to go ahead and sell our silage and hay and see where that puts us money-wise. So I know we are also trying to get to our, we'll probably need around 15. Actually, let's take a look. All right. So for our harvester, yeah, so 10,500 for that one. And okay, so yeah, if we get 15,000, we should be fine on that. Now, what about chicken coop? What do we need for our chicken coop? Okay. So that one there can hold 30 chickens base, which isn't bad. And then we also would need a silo. How much would a silo be? Looks like we have some pretty expensive silos. And our cheapest being right there at 20,000. Oof. So we need right around 40,000 for when we start harvesting oats. Not sure how much silage we'll be able to produce that quickly. So sell. Come on. Barely missing that trigger. It's a little touchy. All right. I'm not going to take that. We'll take a load of hay and see what we can get for a load of hay. It's probably going to be about $1,000 a load, I want to say. Give or take 100. We also do need to go ahead and move that trailer back up. Actually, it might be fine there. Yep. 1,032. That's not bad. But I almost wonder if baling and fermenting bales, or even if we put down a silage pit, would be better than how we're doing it here. Because then it would all ferment pretty much at once. Granted, we wouldn't have the silage trickling in. We would have it all in one go, and then we would have to worry about making sure that we have enough money. But I mean, if we go ahead and put down a silage bunker, I think that's what we should do. I know we have a few options as far as silage bunkers. And then the question is, would we rather go ahead and blanket it for the month? Or would we want to hang on to it? Now I might keep this haystack either way, mostly just as a storage for whatever products we're going to have. I think that's going to be one of the best things for us, is just to kind of use it as a storage moving forward. So once we get the sale sold, I can't speak. Once we get this sold, I think what we'll do is we'll look into doing a silage bunker. So I think we could get more silage faster out of a bunker than we can out of the little stack. And at this point, buying a silage bunker is going to be cheaper on us than rebuying a baler and a wrapper and wrapping all the bales. So let's see, we have $9,000. So we're almost there to getting our almost there to getting our harvester. All right. But for silage bunkers. All right. Well, we could even go with one that's only 250. We could even do a plate. So I think what is the how big is the medium? Oh, that is pretty long. Versus if we do a couple of smaller ones, then we could possibly have two of them going at the same time. Now, where would be a good spot to go ahead and place these? Making the increasing cost. That way. What about if we what if we come down here and still. Okay, so I think our best bet is going to go ahead and be to put it up here. All right. And then I'll do two of them. And how bad did that change our terraform? Okay, so we will need to smooth out the back end a little bit. Just so we can get up and down. Okay. So now, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and fill up one of them. And then we'll blanket that. And that way we have silage for yeah, because we got about 200,000 liters of grass still. So I am going to go ahead and shut off our productions. That'll limit how much we have producing, well, production costs. You want to come in here a little ways before we start dumping. Nice and slow, nice and slow. That was pretty nice of a load. But yeah, so I'm going to continue to go ahead and fill our silage bunker. And I will come back to you guys once this is filled. All right, so we have gotten all of the grass into our bunker. But I do think it is time to go ahead and repair our tractor, because the maintenance is not looking great. How bad is it? Oh, we can't afford to repair our tractor at the moment. All right, so that is not going to be good for us, but hopefully she can make it a little bit longer. I am going to go ahead and grab our roller, and I think our roller might be able to help us out with compacting the silage a little bit. I did end up going ahead and dumping from the side of it because our forge wagon was not making it down the edges as much. Okay, this seems to be working pretty decently. We'll probably end up getting a bucket to go ahead and push a lot of that back in. But I do like how well our little roller is working as far as compacting a lot of this. Let's see. We're at 14%. So I'm going to drive back and forth a little bit on this, and we'll go ahead and cue a little bit of a compacting montage. Guys, so we did finish compacting our silo finally, and we blanketed it. So hopefully in a day, we should have a bunch of silage ready to go. Well, I mean, it's a month, but yeah. Um, our roller did a pretty decent job. I'm not mad at it. Hello, dear. And yeah, so I am kind of glad that we did throw down two, because if we were going to try and fit all of that on top of it, oof, that would be quite a lot to manage. I still can't back up though. All right. Park our roller in the trees, and then we are going to need to put our bucket down. It looks like we have a pallet of lettuce that is ready to sell. So I will go ahead and grab that, and we'll sell that real quick. Hopefully, well, actually, let's take a look at what the price of lettuce is, because we might hang on to it, because we're not hurting to be able to pay the bills at the moment. So let's take a look. All right, lettuce currently is, all right, so one pallet. It's not quite at the max price. Actually, let's see. Lettuce. So max price is, you know what? I'm fine with that. It's still over $1,000 for the pallet, but it's clear across the map. So I think we'll wait. Well, the price is just going to keep going down. So yeah, we'll go ahead and sell it where we're at here. And that'll get us $1,000. So roughly. Then we shall be set. I'm afraid to see how much it's going to take to repair our tractor now that we've ran it for a lot longer. The maintenance is just dropping and dropping. I will probably run and top it off for fuel, because I know next episode we're going to need a bunch of fuel to go ahead and mow and get everything picked up. And then again, we're going to end up compacting the other bunker silo, and hopefully we will have some silage to sell so we can finally repair our tractor. But I'm not sure if that's going to take... Oh wow, that's a lot more than what the asking price was. So I'm not mad at that. So we got 1,100 for it, and max 186. So yeah, that's not a bad price. It's kind of weird that there's that discrepancy between what the listed price is compared to what you're actually going to get on that little market stall. Sorry, taking a sip of my coffee while I drive over to the gas station. But other than that, I just realized that says Duckies. Oh man. So originally I'm from Texas, and Buc-ee's is a huge thing in Texas. So the fact that that's Duckies, that's awesome. I love that. Okay. So this isn't a gas station, it is a travel stop. Got it. Okay. Oh man, I wish I could go in and see what's all in there. This Looks like a lot of little eating areas. Okay. Question is, do they have barbecue on the menu? Yeah, they have grill. They have a grill. Okay. That's pretty cool. All right. Sorry. A little bit of a squirrel moment. But back to what we were doing. We're driving back, and I think we're going to go ahead and grab our trailer from our little market stall and run that back up to the main part of our farm. So definitely, I mean, I'm still going to keep watching the used market until it is time to sell. Well, not sell, harvest. And that way we can buy the harvester at a decent price. But right now we're not looking too bad to be getting a harvester. And with all that silage, even if it does take 3 months, that will be right at harvest time. And we'd be able to afford the harvester then as well. We would just have to make it to harvest, which shouldn't be that bad. We still have our greenhouse going. And that's covering our interest for the most part. So I think we should be good to drop our trailer there. Oh, and I didn't show you guys this last episode when I was doing all that lime. Instead of sitting there and refilling and refilling and refilling manually, I went ahead and swapped out our lime spreader for this one. This one I can fill with the bag still being on the ground. I don't have to pick it up over it and drop the spreader every time. So that was a huge thing, peace of mind for me. That, and it holds a little bit more than what our other one was, and spreads a little bit further. I did have to pay $3,500 for it versus the $700 I got back from the other spreader. So, new equipment on the farm, and I still wish I knew if I could turn on these lights, because hey, the lights, nice. Okay, but we don't want to waste power. I just locked myself in the shed. But definitely had a good time here today. We got the silage started fermenting. I wonder how much it has already started. Will it not? Okay, so it's at 5% currently. So yeah, this one might be done next month. So that would be great for us if it is. So that way we can go ahead and secure our harvester early and possibly get a few other things ready to go before we have that huge harvest that we're going to be looking for. So I do know once I do harvest at least one of them in oats, I do want to, hold on, let me pull up the crop calendar. Okay, so we're going to be looking at harvesting in August. So I was thinking of either throwing down canola or a different grain crop. Wheat we wouldn't plant to September. Same thing with barley. But canola, I think, will probably be a good option to throw down. Because we won't necessarily need that much oat for the chickens all the time. But if we can get around it, I still need to empty out the remaining silage from here. Yeah, that might actually get us to where we need to. No, that wouldn't get us enough to repair. It's only 3,000 liters. Well, I'll empty it when I go ahead and empty everything else from that bunker. But since we are a little bit ahead, I am going to go ahead and make a $5,000 payment on our loan, and that will bring us to 60,000 paid, and that'll drop our interest rate just a little bit more, and I think we should be good to go ahead and move on to the next month. I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. It's been nice talking with you guys, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I am on my way to reaching our goal of 50 subscribers in the first 3 months. So, well, I mean, not really first 3 months, but yeah, we're on our way of hitting our goal of 50 subscribers within the next 3 months. That's what I meant to say. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe and drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And please comment down below what you liked the most, what you think I should do more of. Your opinions do matter here, and we've had a great time, so thank you very much. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.